grab your small ball, we're stretching the upper back. So I like to have my ball partially deflated, but depending on how chesty you are and how tight you are through your traps, up on your, oh fuck, okay. Hey, today we're gonna stretch using a small ball. My ball is about 10 inches. I have it partially deflated, as you can see, because I need a little more squish to get where I'm going with this. So, come lay down on your back. The ball is gonna go kind of in between my shoulder blades, lower than my neck, and kind of no lower than where a bra or bro line would be. And then I'm gonna support my head here by putting my hands underneath and just let my chest open for a second. Now the intensity of this stretch is determined by how wide your elbows go. If you let your arms hang out to the side, you can pad out your head with a blanket or a small pillow. If I lay long, I don't quite have enough room, but you can also lay with your hands or your arms crossing over your chest a little bit. Trying to find some stretch through the front of my chest, just kind of exploring this. If you're laying flat on the floor, you may be able to do some kind of snow angels in here and wiggle yourself around a little bit. See what's gonna work, see what's not. Moving my head a little, using my hands, my upper back to move my shoulder blades. Bending my knees changes it a little bit. And you can kind of roll over this as much or as little as you would like. Just getting your upper back to open and get a little twist. I'm not real particular here. The hips can come up off the mat as you're moving. This is just exploratory extension. All right. And then let's have you come roll onto your side. Now, the more inflated the ball is here, the more stretch you're gonna get. I've just got mine a little deflated so that I can move my shoulder blade up towards my ear and down towards my belly button with this ball underneath me. With my front hand down, I can just kind of feel how things move. It might move the ball, it might move me. And obviously there's a little mobility in my hips, which I'm trying to keep stacked, but also, again, allow for a little motion. So I'm gonna lay myself down a little bit, take my top hand up and over, big stretch, reaching that arm. Now if I pull the shoulder onto my back, it feels a lot different than if I let my shoulder run away from me. So I'm just gonna open and close, flipping my palm so that it moves towards my body in each direction. Good. All right, let's try the same thing on the other side. So, switching it around, ball comes underneath my rib cage, not just at my high waist or mid waist or whatever. Got my hand down. I'm just gonna try this rolling, this moving, the shoulder blade, top hand down, trying to keep my knees, my feet, and my hips stacked. Just kind of moving my shoulder around, moving my shoulder blade around. Then I'm gonna take my hand up and over, palm is moving towards my body. Couple times in each direction. Nothing fancy, just getting things moving. Very nice. Okay. Taking the ball out from underneath me, I'm gonna lay flat on my back. Ball can come out of the way. And just tip my pelvis a couple times each direction. And then I'm going to side bend while laying on the floor. Now, the difference between when I do this standing up and when I do this on the floor is that I'm able to find a little more length through my spine sometimes because gravity isn't pushing down on me. This isn't always the case. I like to turn my face the direction I'm reaching. All right, so I've got my partially deflated ball. I'm going to place it between my chest and my thigh. Hovering my other leg long up and off the mat, can I find a way to pull my leg in towards my chest and push my leg up into my hands? Good. Gave me a little more lift. I'm going to hollow out my core. And same thing, other side. I'm trying to keep my legs pretty parallel. Shoulders out of my ears. And if I take my neck long, it's a little bit different than this aggressive curve up. I'm not saying one is right or one is wrong. 3, 4, 5 on each side. Both legs come in. Both arms and legs reach out for double leg stretch. Reaching long. 3, 4, one more, 5. All right, I'm gonna squeeze this partially deflated ball between my stomach and my chest. I'm gonna see if I can help rock myself up to seated in a little bit of a roll like a ball situation. So big inhale, big exhale. All right, I cheated, admittedly. But I'm gonna try to rock back and forth, keeping a little pressure between my stomach, my thighs, and the ball to see if that helps me stay really round in my low back. So 6 of these, shoulders down, not landing on my head, trying to keep it to the shoulder blades. 2, trying to go for that slow roll back. Exhaling helps me come up. I'm always struggling to keep my shoulders out of my ears. Maybe you'd feel the same. I'm going to try bringing my elbows in, see how that changes stuff. Oh, last one. Coming up. Cool. Grab the ball. Come right back down. Passing the ball around this leg as I hold it in my single leg stretch. 5 and 6. Other way for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Laying my head down. I'm gonna pull my knees in. Great. Okay. Right leg is down. Left leg is up. Left leg is down. Right leg is up. Left ankle is super flexed, reaching down and long, trying to support that with my upper body. Going for my single leg stretch without picking up my hips. 1, 2, 3, other way. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Same thing, other leg. So, pointing the toe up top, reaching the bottom leg long. I'm going to internally rotate and then externally rotate for 1. Internal, external. 2, internal, external. 3, other way. External, internal, external, internal, external, internal. Bending that knee down. Both legs reach out long. All right. Ball comes into my hands. Hands are going to stay in line with my shoulders. Big inhale. Pull the shoulders onto my back. Exhale, roll up. Going to reach my shoulders up and over my legs, rounding my spine, flexing the ankles, pulling up. Rolling my spine up to seated. Ball goes underneath the hands, rounding forward, pushing that ball out. Rolling back up, pulling the ball in. I'm I'm gonna take my feet off those uprights. You can always put your feet up against a wall, but there's 2. We're going for 5. These are sloppy, but it's okay. It's just movement. Last one. Awesome. Come to seated. Gonna move the shoulders around a little bit. So I usually like to do this with a block. If you use a cork block, it's heavier. If you use a foam block, it makes more stability issues. When you have a squishy ball, it's not that hard to hold on to, but we're gonna pass this nice ball around ourselves. So I externally rotate like a waiter. I rotate to bring it over my head. Other hand meets it the same way, and I rotate from the shoulder to bring it back down. So I'm going up and around with this ball, letting my shoulders rotate. And I'm not against a wall because my hands could never do this against a wall because the wall would be in the way, but let's try other direction. And again, this is just like stretching, moving, getting the shoulders, the upper body going. Oof. Now I can feel the shoulder blades really fighting me and my traps, obviously, trying to get involved in this, and that's okay. I'm gonna roll my head 3 times and then the opposite way. Now, you don't have to go fast. And I've never hurt my neck when I was moving slowly, anecdotally anyway. Roll your head over the other side. You're twisting the head. Great. So, oh, there went the ball. One last time. Let's lay down, this time on your stomach. Ball's gonna go underneath your chest. The more inflation, the higher it will get you. So you may need more air than I do. Feel free to inflate as needed. And then come lay down so that your hands are stacked against the mat, one on top of the other. Thumbs aren't lacing or anything. All right, so I'm finding length through my spine, reaching my feet away from me. I'm gonna plant my toes down and just stretch through the heels. And then I'm gonna bend my knees and reach through the toes. Now I can let my low body kind of legs hover off the mat because I'm reaching so hard, and release. I'm gonna bring my elbows right underneath my shoulders and my arms are going parallel, so I should look a little bit like a sphinx here. All right, so with any luck at all, I'm gonna be able to get the back of my head in alignment with the back of my shoulder blades, and I'm gonna shrug and unshrug my shoulders 5 times. Now, I like to go thumbs up because it makes it easier for me to tell what's going on in my shoulder joint, but if palms down are more your style, do your thing. I think palms down is more classical and palms facing is more mechanical, but who really cares? Do what works for you. So, pushing down through the elbows, pulling the tips of my shoulder blades down onto my back. I'm gonna push down, reach through the legs. Cool. So, kick, kick of one heel to my butt. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. While I continue these kick, kicks, that's 3, I want you to notice that I have to pull my ribs and my stomach up and in off the mat. Otherwise, 5. All right, we got one more on each side. 6 and 6. Otherwise, this turns into a whole lot of flex. And I want to be able to feel long. So chest is going right back down to the mat. I'm going to lay with my face towards you. Both hands come to stack. Maybe on your butt, maybe on your low back, but I want you to be able to find a very open chest here. So open chest, palms are just laying towards the ceiling, stacked on top of each other. Could you whip both heels in towards your butt? 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms and the legs and look down. Good. Same thing, other side. So laying it down. 1, 2, 3. Laying it down. 1, 2, 3. Good. Laying it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Lean yourself back into some kind of child's pose. My shoulders always hurt, so my hands like to go backwards during child's pose, but you do your thing. I'm reaching my arms back. I'm trying to relieve my neck, or at least widen my shoulders and pull from the armpits down. All right, coming up to seated. Last things here. Coming to quadruped. Ideally, wrists are under elbows, which are under shoulders, and knees are directly underneath your hips. Go for some cat-cows, 5 each direction. 2. This is not a fast or a slow, it just is a movement. Finding length through the spine. Moving your head around as needed. 4. And 5. So, core pulls up and in. I'm going to switch from palms to fists and walk myself forward a little. My attempt to come back into a plank, reaching the heels, pulling up through my core, shoulders down and in. 1, 2, 3. Could I add a little tricep push-up? Barely. Sure. 3, 2, 1. Going right back into my child's pose. My hands reach back by my heels, but yours might reach forward. Coming up to seated. Arms are going to reach back behind me. Actually, let's take the legs out long. Reach the arms back behind you. See if you can find a little shoulder blade pull down towards the spine. Let the head come back as much as is comfortable for you. Rolling it forward. I'm going to let my hands reach down towards my ankles. And then rolling my way all the way back up to seated. Nice job. Quick little movement series. Plays around on your mat. Doesn't take that long. See you next time.